care home nurses are really important. People are complex, we're living longer, which is to be celebrated, but that means our needs are higher. Everybody in Wales, everybody living in a care home deserves to receive high quality care planned for them by a registered nurse. So for us, as part of our campaign for safe and effective care, we want to see health boards really stepping up and making sure that the duty they've got to ensure enough nurses to care sensitively for people in their population is delivered.
We have to have the nurses on duty. We need their experience, you know.
If you fill nursing homes with carers, and hats off to them, they do brilliant jobs behind the scenes. But they will always need somebody to fall back on.
Mae nyrsys yna, dyda bod ni'n poeni, mae gan ni ryw broblem, da ni'n siŵr iawn os di rwy'n o beth yn bod a un o trigolion, mae nhw'n gefn I ni wedyn.
Nurses are doing the medical things and they can assist as well for feeding and giving fluids.
A lot of the personal care, the carers can do it to a higher standard really, things like stoma care, catheter care, they're quite confident in doing because we can do the in-house training for them.
So I'm watching them, what they're doing to improve my knowledge.
Yeah, there are some emergencies we need the hospital. 80% we can look after here, we can treat here. But why utilize resources when you could do it yourself in a familiar, comfortable, calm, known environment?
Many of our care homes across Wales are larger than some of our medical units, for example, in hospitals. The patients that are there for longer, so you get that continuity of care, you get to make that connection, and that's really important to nurses. So having a career in a care home, it gives you the opportunity to do complex nursing care, to have a holistic view of patients, and to be with them for the long term.
Mae rhaid cael nyrsys ar y llawr bob dydd, trwy dydd, 24 awr.
They maybe think that what we do most of the time is sort of tea and biscuits and that's about it.
No, you don't do teas and coffee. I'm here when mum's crying. I'm here when mum's just remembered dad died 10 years ago.
We're making sure the patients are comfortable and you know they've got dignity.
In a hospital, you've got dietitians, you've got physio, OT, doctors. In a nursing home, you become all of those things.
You'll find a whole variety of our population living in a care home. Young people with really complicated needs, you'll find people close to end of life who may not be older, and you'll also find older people. So the variety is really rich and it really does reflect the people that we see in everyday society.
The nursing home environment has changed so much, from it being probably like a rest home to a nursing home.
You go out from here at the end of a shift, tired, but oh my God, it's the best feeling you've accomplished something.
On a normal day, we have 2 nurses on duty.
We have 6 at the moment.
Within my team, it's me as the qualified nurse. Then on a normal day, it'll be 4 healthcare assistants, sometimes a nursing assistant.
It is like a mini hospital, if you like. You know, they're all qualified. We work very closely with the GPs, practice development nurses, CHC teams, district nurses.
But it's also organising admissions, pre-assessments, making sure that anybody that comes in, we can meet their needs. They're a good mix with all the other residents we've got here because at the end of the day, this is their home.
Meetings with physios, social workers, family members will sometimes come in and ask for care reviews.
In a nursing home, we're doing quite complex nursing procedures, wound care, catheterisations, things like that.
Dressing changes, speak to doctors, physiotherapists. If we have any meetings with social workers, that will take place.
Just the general run-in of all the staff team.
You get your audits done, you get your meds order done, and then you do all the things that you ideally wanted to do yesterday but didn't have the time is done today.
They deserve a medal, they really, really do, for their care.
It was more so during COVID that we were the only people they would see for 2.5 years. It was just us and the residents
I've nursed my husband for 6 years, but I'm not capable anymore to give the care that they can.
If they're unwell, we know they're unwell, before sometimes they know they're unwell. We can speak to their doctors. We can get them what they need. They trust us, they do, especially the nurses.
I'm still part of his life. I'm not excluded in any way from his life. It's very important to me. I'm never made to feel I'm a nuisance and interfering with the routine here.
And some of our nurses are a very big part of the residents' lives, especially if they haven't got families. Sometimes it's our nurses and carers are all they got.
What a wonderful place to live in. Oh, I'm happy here.
This campaign has been running for some years, but every time we achieve something, we move into another area where we want to achieve more. So at the moment, we're focusing on care homes and the importance of safe staffing in that environment. Now that, for us, is also about ensuring enough nurses, that they're well paid, and that there's legislation wrapped around that so that that will continue into the future.
Getting to know people, getting to know their lives, their past lives.
The atmosphere in a nursing home is like home away from home. Hugs, I've had millions of hugs.
It's like looking after your grandma.
Yeah.
You got kisses being blown.
It is very individualised. You know the resident inside and out. You know their families, and that's what I love about it.
What brings out that little spark to see that that person is still in there?
It's one big family.
Job satisfaction you get from working in care, you can take with you for miles. It is one of the best things I've ever done. One of the best things, and I highly recommend. Come work in care, change your life forever.